Hello, Bookish. I just clicked go there, so sorry about that weird hand input. But hello there, Bookish Brits. My name is Andrew, and today I have been tagged to do the Harry Potter tag. How have I not done this video before? I was tagged by the lovely George. I will put the link down to his video and to his channel down below in the description, along with all the questions that I have to be asked for the tag. Basically, the tag video is this. You have to ask the questions involving Harry Potter. Of course you have to. It is essential. It's very important. And I have the questions. And because I am rubbish at editing, I could try. It'd be awful, but let's not push ourselves. I am just going to read the questions out to you, and I'm just going to give you my answers straight off the top of my head. I have been thinking about some of these for over a week, so do bear with me if I spend a lot of time analysing it. So, I have the questions. I've got the camera running. I have some of the books on standby. Let's get started. The first question on the tag is your favourite book. I have always thought it was this one, Prisoner of Azkaban. I've always thought this one. I love this one with great affection. It's just so good. It's everything I kind of wanted the series to be. However, I reread all 7 Harry Potter books last year because I've never done it before. I've never read all 7 in one year. I've never read them all back to back. That's how bad a fan I am. And I think my opinion might have changed. I don't know why. I forgot how much I love reading Goblet of Fire. Where's the camera on my phone? There it is. There you are. Hi. I forgot how much I really enjoy reading it. I love the first chapter. This is quite a controversial one. I know this, but yeah, it's between these two. This has always been my deep long love, but this has been my recent love. I'm basically having a book affair. Nothing new there for you lovely people with me, if you know me very well. Question 2 is your favourite movie. Oh, this is hard. Anything but David Yates. David Yates is brilliant. I love him as a director. Oh, I'm very torn between saying Order of the Phoenix and Deathly Hallows Part 2. I know technically Deathly Hallows actually merged as one super film, but I liked Part 2 because it does the battle of Hogwarts. We get to that point and we actually see a battle. It's not a blink and you miss it moment. It's actually a battle and we see people die. My cat's just gone a bit loopy, so if you see a tail or you hear some crying and naughtiness, that's just my cat losing the plot. And he's eyeing my foot up now, which is not a good sign. Hand over foot, as I sit on the floor. But Order of the Phoenix I really like, because it's such a big film. And I don't like the book. I do like the book. I like it a lot more than I used to. Like, when I first read the book a few years ago, I detested the book. Because it was so long, it was pointless, nothing happened. And then I reread it, because I've made my other half read all the books, and Order was his favourite. So I reread it, and I actually read it, and I went, that's actually the point. It's not meant to be action-packed. It's a political thriller. Once I made that connection, I really liked it. My cat's just gone nuts. But yes, so I think the movie really worked well. And also Deathly Hallows Part 2. So it's a toss-up between the two. I would say Deathly Hallows Part 2, because that's the one I've rewatched most recently. I think it was a fortnight ago, I think I watched that. Yeah, that new in my fresh in my mind. The third question in the tag is your least favourite book. This comes as no surprise, because every tag I've seen do this, it's always this book. I really dislike this book. I don't know why. I think when I first read it, I found it to be incredibly dark. And the series is dark, let's go straight, but this was really dark. And it just, the diary freaked me out a lot. It was very dark. I reread it last year, as I said. Hate Lockhart. I could go on rants about Lockhart. It's just, I don't hate him as much as I hate Umbridge or Bellatrix or Voldemort, but oh, he is one of the main reasons I hate celebrity culture, celebrity lifestyle. He is everything that is negative about that, and the fact that she got it in that book, because yeah, she gets it. J.K. Rowling gets it. The Queen gets it. Oh no! Question 4 is part of the books or the films or films that made you cry. None of the books made me cry. I've never read a book in my existence that has made me cry. Not even the Harry Potter. And they have a lot of deaths in here that made me quite emotional. Films, I have got teary-eyed a bit over it. Not as much as some from my friends. I've got some stories like that, but I won't reveal to the internet. It's not my story to tell. I think when I first saw Dumbledore die, that was kind of a bit of a shock watching it. I don't know why. I don't have much affection for Dumbledore. Not in the later books. In the first few books, I have quite a lot of affection for him, but as the series goes on and he becomes more human, I realise he is incredibly flawed. But the Prince's Tale section in the movie, I just... Oh, it was so well shot. It was so well acted. I mean, Alan Rickman, God rest him, he plays Snape brilliantly, but those scenes when he's in the Potter house, it's one of the best things that in that film. In the whole entire franchise, that is his acting. That's the top of his acting game. And he's just such a good actor. He's such a good actor. I don't care if I say is or was. He is a great actor. So sod off. Oh no. Question 5. If you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? Not favourite. Not your favourite Potter character, which is the next question, but who would you hook up with? There's no gay characters in Harry Potter. Of course, the age range. If you look in bookshops, he's in 8 to 12. And we know gay people exist. We know that they're there. But I couldn't be the main trio, because I wouldn't want to break up Harry and Ginny and Ron and Hermione. I couldn't do that. I really like Luna. I like Luna, but I know we could never date. It would never work. I always had a thing about Dean Thomas. I don't know why. He's not even a major character. He's just there. But I always found him and Seamus. I always wondered about them too, if there was something more to their relationship than meets the eye. So, yeah, I'm going to say Dean. Don't you dare jump in front of my camera, my laptop. You naughty cat. Oh no, I'm not going to even get halfway through this, and I'm almost 7 minutes in. Favourite character? That's the question. I have to say Hermione. I was so a Hermione when I was growing up. I had this need that I was very deeply insecure. I had to be the best at everything I could do, or try to do it as I can, and I hated the idea of failure. Failure was my biggest fear. I've kind of got over that now. I've kind of grown into myself, like Hermione does. Yeah, so Hermione's always my favourite character. I'm really surprised when people say favourite characters, they always go, it's never Harry. Has no one noticed that? Whenever you ask a Harry Potter fan, what's your favourite Harry Potter character? It's always Dumbledore or Hagrid or Snape, or it's never it's never Harry, which I find very surprising. Yeah. Is it just me? Is it a me thing that I've noticed this? Oh no. No, I'm questioning too fast. Okay, what would your Patronus be? Mine would be a cat. I know me too well. It would be a cat. It would be a cat. As much as I would like it to be something cool, like a tiger or a lion or an elephant, it would be a house cat. It won't do anything. It would just be curled into a ball and sleep. It won't chase the Dementors away. It would be there just going, you've woken me up. Literally, that's all it would do. The big question, the question I had the most struggle over, because I know me too well, is if you could choose to have the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, or the Elder Wand. Sorry, I read House question below. What would it be and why? Well, I would never have the Elder Wand. Never in a million years. When I first found out I was tagged in this and I read the question, I knew almost 100% it would be the Resurrection Stone. Because, yes, it would be the Resurrection. I think most of us can assume why I would have that. But I know myself too well, and I do not know if I would have the courage, if I did bring someone back. There is one person in particular. If I did bring that person back, I don't know if I would have the strength to send them back into the beyond. I don't know if I could do it. Whereas, and I think with myself, I would only use it once. At the current moment in time, if I had the Resurrection Stone, I'd only use it once. Whereas with the Invisibility Cloak, I would use it all the time. I know that's like the safest of all three. So it would depend my mindset when that question is actually being asked. At the current moment in time, I would have to say I can't say one, because if I choose one, I'm kind of dismissing the other, and I can't do that. I know myself. I can't. I think I would do the Resurrection Stone. I think if I didn't pick that one, I would regret it. But yeah, there would be consequences. That was my hand, by the way, doing that. So on. Quickly. Move on to something fun. Move on to the nice question. Is this a nice question? God, there's more questions. It never ends. What house would you be in? Now, according to Pottermore, the first ever Pottermore, sorting test, which was like 3 or 4 years ago, I was sorted into Gryffindor. I know. I left a little cut there because you used to recoil and discuss. I think I was surprised myself. I'm always surprised when I'm in houses which I think are too cool for me. I think Gryffindor is very cool. I honestly think I'm a bit of a Hufflepuff. Although, there is another sorting house test on Pottermore now. It's only come out a few days ago, so I'm going to do that. I might record my reactions while I'm doing it. So, I'm a Gryffindor. Let's say I'm a Gryffindor for the time being. I think that would be the cool one. I think, according to JK, I'd be in Gryffindor. If it was my own choice, I think I would be in Hufflepuff. But, yes. Next question. Have you played... Oh, no. How many questions are there in this sorting tag? It's really long. If you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? Well, first of all, it would have been Alan Rickman. I mean, he's an acting god. But I can't. Now... I would definitely want to meet Emma Watson. I think she's really, really smart, and I think she'll be cool. There's so many. I mean, the actor who plays Neville, I really would like to meet him. Just because I would just like to sit in a room and talk to him about Neville, because Neville was quite an interesting character to me. Ivana Lynch. Is it awful? I can't remember his name. I follow him on Twitter, but I can't remember his name while I'm doing this. I would definitely talk about Ivana Lynch. I would love to talk about her. The guy who plays Dean Thomas, I would want to meet as well. Only because he didn't have to get away with murder. And that would be all I would question him. What's it like working with Viola Davis? What's it like working with Maggie Smith? That's all I would literally ask. I think also Maggie Smith and Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson would be cool. I would, yeah. Yes, I have quite a lot of lists. Mostly all the whole cast. Just give me the whole cast and I will happily do it. Have you played any of the video games? That's the next question on here. Oh god, that's a really bad screenshot. I'm so sorry, George. Have you played any of the video games? I think I tried to play the Lego one once. I wasn't very good. I couldn't get beyond a certain point, so I stopped. It was in the very first Philosopher's Stone. What was it? I can't remember the point. I just stopped. I can't do this. It's too hard. It's Lego. How can it be difficult to play Lego? If you were on the Quidditch team... This is what happens when you're rushing and you're doing it after work and you're looking at the clock. I know you can see it's the clock ticking down. It's a long video. I do apologise, lovely people. If you were on a Quidditch team, yes, I'd love to. What position would you play? Can I just be a spectator? I'm not the greatest sports person in the world. Okay, let's look at this. Beaters, you have to be really strong, and I do not have any upper body arm strength. I don't go to the gym, so there's no point in that. Seeker, I wouldn't be good at. I mean, I wouldn't. I would just be appalling. Chaser? No, I'm not the best thrower in the world or catcher. So that would mean you have to be keeper. But I don't think I'd be that good at that either. I think I'll just happily be a spectator. I'll happily watch. I'll be screaming my head off. Or a commentator. If I had maybe a ref. Ooh. No, let's do spectator. Spectator is an easy one. I know that's a cheat answer and that's an easy one, but honestly, if I was on a Quidditch team, I would be injured beyond belief. So no, I will happily just sit by the sidelines and just watch. I'll be happy to. Were you happy with the ending? That's a really surprising question. I'm surprised that question's been asked. Was I happy with the ending? Well, yeah, I am. I'm happy enough with the ending. There are little things that niggle at me, but I have this rule in my head. I have this thing in my head where every time I read a book, I have to go into thinking, I don't trust the book, but I trust the author. And I have to just do that to remind myself that it's not my story. I have not written it. It's the author's story. They have written it, so they can end the book however way they want. And if I don't like it, then that's my problem. It's my issue. So J.K. Rowling wrote the ending the way she wanted it to, and I'm very, very, very happy with that. Lupin and Tonks. Let's not go down that road. Lupin and Tonks. I do have a lot of... I know why she did it, but I remember reading that for the first time, getting so entirely mad. I threw the book on the bed and it bounced back in my hand. So I had to keep going. Last question. How much does Harry mean to you? A lot. I think Harry made me a reader. That's the first and foremost thing. If I hadn't discovered Harry when I did, I wouldn't have read. I wouldn't have discovered my passion for books. I wouldn't have discovered my love for stories, whether it's to read it or try to write them. I try to write. I'm not very good. In a way, it kind of helped me figure out who I was. It took me a while, but I figured it out. I think Harry Potter helped me a lot. That's a really hard question to answer and try and sum it into a few words. But yeah, I think Harry means a lot to me because Harry was there when I needed him. He came at that time when I was a teenager, when I was growing up into a teenager. He came and he... That's the cat screaming, crying. Which basically means I need to wrap this up because it's nearly 16 minutes. Oh my god. Right. Am I going to tag any one of you lovely people? I think I'm going to leave it open to all of you to decide. If you want to do a tag, do this, and you want to say I tagged you in it, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. Video link it. Don't mind. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you keep reading Potter. And look, I need to finish off my collection of these. Any ones of these I really should get my eye on. Like I really want Agent Carter, that one, and I really want to get a few from Disney. But the Dory one's terrifying. That's the one I want, and it looks as scary as hell. So anyway, random timeline. Anyway, I hope you have a day. I hope you keep reading, and I hope you guys will do the Potter tag. And I hope you guys will read Potter soon or watch the film. So yeah, so bye guys. Now to deal with the cat. Bye.